Thus, you are constructing this gigafactory, which is already built. Well, it's not built entirely, but a significant portion of it is operational. It's a really massive structure. When the gigafactory is finished, it will be the largest building in the world, period, not just a factory. It will also be the largest rocket in the history of building. In my opinion, this isn't about scale for the sake of scale. Rather, it's more like if you say, well, we want to accomplish these goals, then you kind of have to make a big thing. In this case, that big thing is this enormous building. And yes, it will produce batteries. Create a line, we're planning to throw a party soon. Technically, it's not really an opening as the place has been open for a while, but you guys might want to come. We'll definitely come to the batter party, but they can't come. It's worse seeing this is like they can come right. Just, this is crazy. No, this is like an alien dread, and it's really nutty because I love a battery party. But yeah, right. But talk about where are these lithium-ion batteries. Sure, so they're the same batteries that's in our phone. They're not explained. Please explain. Yeah. So lithium, have you made a battery breakthrough is something I'm interested in. Yeah, I mean, generally there's so much nonsense out there about batteries, like about, you can believe about one of what you read on a, maybe lithium covers a very broad range of technology. And you can have an enormous difference in the power density and the energy density and the cycle life between one chemistry and another. They can be really enormously different, from legal battles to compensation plans and everything in between. We've got a front row seat to the drama that's been unfolding, so grab your popcorn and get ready for a roller coaster ride of insights and revelations. Are you ready to dive deep into the electrifying world of Tesla? Get ready for an exciting journey as we take you on it today. As we delve into the fascinating details, we'd like to ask that you show your support for Elon Musk and Tesla by hitting the like button and subscribing to Tesla Insights. With that said, let's get started. According to reports, Tesla plans to expand its battery production operations in Nevada. They'll be using idle equipment from cattle in China to establish a new facility. This plant is expected to produce batteries for Tesla's large battery meat pack product, which is part of a larger initiative to bolster the supply chain for lithium, iron, and phosphate cells in America. Personnel will have minimal involvement, primarily helping with the equipment setup. This move also suggests that Tesla may acquire battery credits directly from the government, although some experts advise taking the report with a grain of salt due to unclear sourcing. It remains to be confirmed if Tesla actually obtains these new cells. The question of whether Tesla intends to construct a second mega factory, or if they're experiencing battery issues at their current LR facility, which is only operating at 50% capacity, has been brought up. If the latter, the possibility of a Tesla cattle-based factory may be more in line with their vehicle business, qualifying them for the $7,500 instant rebate and ultimately lowering the cost of their vehicles. Shifting gears is an intriguing one. There has been news of a lawsuit filed by a consortium of 25 California counties against Tesla. The case claims that Tesla disposed of hazardous trash improperly at its locations around the state, and it is seeking hefty fines. The maximum fine for violating California's hazardous waste management code is $70,000 per day. Nevertheless, this is unlikely to have a major effect on Tesla's financial situation, so it's important to keep an eye out for any updates. Moving on to some good news about Tesla stock, has been steadily buying its own shares to reclaim the second spot in Cathie Wood's biggest fund. Additionally, Tesla recently opened for business in Chile, where customers can now order the Model 3 or Model Y. In the meantime, a public survey indicates that 87% of respondents support Tesla moving its corporate headquarters to Texas, indicating Elon Musk's strong commitment to the company's future. In other news, Tesla recently launched the Model I hardware 4.0 in China, keeping prices the same and offering a cash discount on inventory as well as enticing low interest rates. This action might have more to do with the custom of providing discounts at the conclusion of a quarter than it does with any impending Model I updates. Moreover, deliveries of the refreshed Model 3 have started in the US, and a number of European nations, including as Norway and Spain, are reporting strong delivery figures. Furthermore, are Invest. Although the numbers may seem astounding, it's important to keep in mind that robot taxis could potentially generate a massive $28 trillion in enterprise value by 2030, a staggering figure. Tasha has highlighted the significant advancements in artificial intelligence and autonomous driving, indicating that autonomous cars are appearing to be safer than those driven by humans in challenging situations. They frequently choose to disengage FSD, particularly when driving with passengers. They note that FSD has an issue with abrupt disengagements, and they hope FS2 will provide smoother transitions, possibly with gentle warnings. Now, according to starting back to the topic of charging times, investors in Tesla stock have good news. Over the previous 5 years, the pace at which a 200-mile range can be charged has nearly tripled from 40 minutes. According to Tesla's data, this quick development in charging times has dropped to just 12 minutes, with hopes that it may even further decline to just 4 minutes in the next 5 years. This is encouraging news for the uptake of electric vehicle advantage, with access to 50 times more driving data than some competitors and a staggering 180 times more than others, is a big benefit as they get ready to launch their robot taxi service. It's becoming more likely that traditional automakers will need to restructure and consolidate in order to stay competitive as the adoption of electric vehicles continues to grow. These companies will likely need to make significant changes in order to adapt to the evolving landscape. In other news, the Federal Reserve's decision to maintain interest rates has raised some concerns. Although they had previously hinted at a potential rate hike, they have now taken a more balanced approach to future policy. There is currently conjecture that rate cuts might not occur until May or June, and the likelihood of one in March has decreased from 60 to 45. A statement about the stability and robustness of the U.S. financial system was also removed, which has drawn criticism, especially in light of the recent dramatic decline in a bank stock of 32, almost 43, at its lowest point in a single day. We will keep a close eye on this situation to see whether there are any possible systemic ramifications for Elon Musk's pay. Gary thinks there are ways to resolve the issue, such as reviewing, reapproving, and getting shareholder approval. Elon shouldn't be directly involved in creating his own compensation plan, according to several suggestions. Additionally, Tesla may choose to appeal the judge's ruling to the Supreme Court, highlighting the possibility that the judge may have ignored precedent. It's crucial to remember that the Delaware Supreme Court has demonstrated an autonomous position by frequently following its own schedule. There's potential guarantee that shareholders would automatically approve Elon's 2018 compensation package, given the current circumstances, but some argue in favor of doing so to demonstrate continued support for Elon. The worry here is that if Elon ever doubts shareholder support, it might affect his motivation to achieve the goals outlined in the compensation plan. This uncertainty could potentially hinder progress. Now, let's turn our attention to the judicial aspects of this matter. Some believe the judge's decision may be politically motivated. It's worth looking into the connections here before becoming the head of the Delaware Chancery Court. The judge who ruled against Elon worked at a Delaware law firm called Young Kono. Interestingly, both this firm and its employees have been significant donors to President Joe Biden. The question that now has to be answered is, finally, it seems a bit ridiculous to bring up her outstanding performance as a subject of argument. The judge's criticism of specific details in Tesla's proxy statement is addressed. Since few people would read a 1,000-page document with all the nitpicks handled, critics contend, we've covered some interesting insights today that shed light on the intricacy of the recent events involving Elon Musk and Tesla. What do you think about the current Tesla-related news? We really ask that you show your support by liking this video and subscribing to Tesla Insights. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see you in future episodes. Please let us know in the comments section below whether you found this debate to be interesting and educational. Watch this space for more Tesla analysis and news.